Hi, Karen Deis here, and this is the September 2014 edition of Mortgage Currency. Now, in this issue, you'll find 13 articles, but I'd like to talk to you just about a few of them that affect the origination side of the business, your borrowers, and real estate agents and how they do business. First, if you do USDA loans, you probably already know that the annual fee is increasing 0.1%. But what you may not realize is that if the loans that you have in process do not have a commitment by September 30th, they're going to be sent back to you to change, update, and resubmit. So, if that happens, here's some of the issues you might encounter. The docs may be expiring. You may miss the closing date because, again, it goes back in line to be looked at and committed. And also check with your compliance department to see if you have to even redisclose. Now, there are a couple updates in regards to VA. They have now clarified how they're going to recognize same-sex marriages and have published a chart with the states that recognize it and the dates that the laws went into effect. Now, a marriage license will be required, and the loan has to be submitted to your VA regional office for approval. Now, another VA update requires that appraisals now include a market condition addendum when completing the appraisers. So this went into effect on September 1st, so let your appraisers know. And now both Fannie and Freddie are going to be updating DU and LP when it comes to government loans. For Fannie, it's October 18th. For Freddie, it's October 19th. Now, we suggest that if you have files in process, that you run them automated underwriting before those dates, because you never know what kind of tweaks and changes are going to happen to the system if you have to rerun them after that date. Every year, Congress mandates that HOPA fees are analyzed and adjusted due to changes in the Consumer Price Index. This year it's about a 2% increase, and we've provided a breakdown of the new loan thresholds and allowable fees. This goes into effect January 2015, but I want to give you a heads up to check with your LOS systems to make sure that they're working on that update. A little quickie about Freddie's Selling Guide 14-15. There's several small updates here, but the big one is, this is good news, that borrowers will not need to buy additional flood insurance to cover structures that are non-owner occupied. This change is going to go into effect on October 20th, and it could save your clients hundreds of dollars, so let your real estate agents know as well if you have properties located in a flood area. One of the other articles that I recommend that you read, and only a portion of it, is Fannie's announcement 14-11. While it's 4 pages long, the important part of that is the disputed account section. Now, it's already into effect, but you may have seen conditions that come through and findings when you've run your file, but it's something that is very, very technical, and I suggest you read that article. And finally, it's not happening till January 21st, 2015, but when paying off an FHA loan, the interest will now be calculated based on the date of receipt to the servicer and not to the end of the month. Now, sellers who have an FHA loan will no longer be penalized, and there'll be less of the month end up closing panic, and when it involves an FHA payoff, and also making sure that it gets to the servicer on time to avoid another month's interest. So that's good news, but not till January. Now, just a reminder, part of your subscription includes Facebook posts that you simply have to copy and paste and post on your Facebook page, automatic tweets to keep your clients and real estate agents up to date, and remember the help desk. We have a fabulous group of advisory board members who answer your questions, underwriting, conditions, and compliance. So, thanks for subscribing, and remember that getting a loan approved and closed these days is rocket science.